M flips after she reads the post about her daughter and her. Hello again. I posted a story about my aunt ruining my sister's birthday day before yesterday. Turns out she or her daughter is on Reddit and are subscribed to r, entitled Parents, and read the story. This is what happened last night. M entitled Mom Who's My Aunt? EC her daughter. S my sister. M called my dad last night at about 11, when my dad was half asleep. M how could you do this to us? Aren't we family? Why did you shame us like this? It was so many years ago? Couldn't you just let it go? And my dad no idea what she's going on about, so he asks her what has happened. To which she tells him that we posted on Reddit about my sister's birthday. My dad doesn't know and doesn't care what Reddit is and asks what's the big deal. M wow, so your daughters do things without telling you? You should keep an eye on them, don't let them get out of hand. You should have taught them manners. My name, just exposed us and shamed us online. Dad, what are you saying? How did she expose you? She hasn't even talked to you in years. M she posted a story about us, and as soon as EC read it we knew it was about us. I haven't divulged any names in that story, not even mine. Dad asks me if I did that and why. So it took a total of 15 to 20 minutes to explain Dad what Reddit is and what I did. I tell him that I have just narrated a story and haven't exposed her identity in any way. So Dad just hands me the phone so I can explain it to her. As soon as I say hello, M starts screaming at me so loudly that it can be heard outside the phone. M you bitch, how could you do that? Who do you think you are? You poison my child and then make it up as if I was overreacting? Take that post down now. And apologize for it on that subreddit. If you don't, I know gonna sue you. WTF, I'm so angry that I just say no, I won't do anything of that sort. And that I would to see how you can sue me all the way from California. M then proceeds to call me and my sister a whore and similar things. My dad takes away the phone and asks her to not ever contact any of us again and blocks her. The Tragedy of Darth Sheila the Entitled. Did you ever hear the Tragedy of Darth Sheila the Entitled? I thought not. It's not a story the parents would tell you. It's an Ebb legend. Darth Sheila was a dark lord of the EBs, so powerful and so wise she could use entitlement to influence others to give her free shit. She had such a knowledge of the entitled bitching that she could even keep the ones she cared about from being posted on r, entitled bitches. The dark side of the entitlement is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be annoying. She became so powerful. The only thing she was afraid of was being exposed on Reddit, which eventually, of course, she was. Unfortunately, she taught her daughter everything she knew, then her niece exposed her in her sleep. Ironic, she could save others from being exposed, but not herself. Thing is, Aunt Sheila will probably still blame OP for exposing her. Because she's not gonna admit that her own actions have made this happen. Someone being upset about her horrid behavior has no right, in her mind, to rant about it. That's just rude. Right? Plus, even with this reveal, how many Sheilas might there be in California? This aunt must be very noticeable for anyone to identify her by her first name. Sheila, I do hope you read these comments because I have some real advice for you. Read the story about your shitty behavior and read the comments. You see how everyone responded? Bad, huh? Yup. But you know what? Instead of getting mad, maybe use that to have a long hard look at yourself and become a better person. Somehow I doubt you will though. Hey Shelia, you're a bitch. First of all, how dare you think for even a second your child is entitled to another child's birthday presents? Second, how dare you call your nieces such horrible names? That's fucked up. Maybe you're projecting. Are you a whore, Shelia? Would you accept your precious daughter being told to give up half of her birthday presents? I bet you'd flip out if someone even suggested her giving her gifts away. If anyone needs to apologize here, it's you, Shelia. Apologize for being a shitty sister, a shitty aunt, and a shitty entitled parent. Go fuck yourself, Shelia. Hope your daughter grows up less entitled than you raised her to be. I love the fact that she didn't deny any of it, she's just mad that others found out and that her stupidity is still being talked about to this day. What was you cousin's reaction? Did you had a chance to talk to her when the call happened, or was it just you fucking Aunt Sheila who screamed nonsense over the phone? I don't talk to my cousin much except to exchange wishes on festivals and birthdays, mostly because of her mom. I really hope she doesn't support her mom on this and has the common sense to be a decent human. On the birthday she didn't pay any attention to how much and what EC was eating, which is basically EC ended up with stomachache. But somehow that's me poisoning the chocolates that I had made for my sister. She knew what she did was wrong but didn't like being called out. She actually didn't have to contact us for this but is so entitled that she wants me to apologize on here. Face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes. The ridiculousness of her behavior is shameful. I would have apologized, like a logical sarcastic jackass. Dear Aunt Sheila, I am sorry that you are still ignorant AF and have not learned from your horrible behavior all those years ago. I am sorry that you have taught your daughter how to be so disrespectful to others, how to not take responsibility for one's own actions, that everything is someone else's fault, and that everything is owed to you and your daughter. Honestly, it is sad that you recognize the story, still refuse to think that maybe you are the problem, and called to act like the child you are and threaten to sue. We have witnesses to how you and your child had misbehaved so badly all those years ago, so suing for slander is ruled out and you have no case. No names were used, no information of how to contact, no pictures of what you look like, no direct tags to one's page on any social media platform, so that rules out cyberbullying as well, even with the name, Aunt Sheila. I am so sorry you have difficulty owning up to your mistakes. Sincerely, you know who. Hey Aunt Sheila. You're a terrible human and if you were a good person you would have called to apologize but you called to make things worse. You're selfish and Op and their family are better off without someone like you in their lives. Kinda ironic someone like that was browsing a subreddit dedicated to people like them. I'm so sad for your sister after reading the first story. Hi, I'm from India too. And I've faced exact same shit from my father's sister's side. Except my father has been a spineless human who still backs up his sisters the moment I remind him that his older sis called my mother a whore and wished physical torture and abuse on me. I'm happy your father is this logical as a father should be. And good going on the last line less than 3 also. Yes, Sheila is the Indian version of Karen. Oh my god. That's so horrible. All these father's sisters seem to be assholes. My father too is very protective about his sisters and I was surprised that he asked her never to contact us again. Maybe that's because she called me a whore. Regardless, I'm thankful for his intervention. So, I read the original post. How can someone not see this in print and be utterly embarrassed by their behavior? To have Sheila for a parent is probably traumatizing enough. I get that kids will be kids. Kids want shit. It's part of childhood. When parents cave in is when you have problems. Sheila, get your shit together. There's other people on this planet too. Entitled parents are a great method of birth control. I accidentally gave you a down point, but I think I fixed it with an up point. Scary thing is though there were about 7 people who did give you a down point. Probably Aunt Sheila, her daughter, husband, and 4 throwaway accounts. Tears of joy. Hey, Aunt Sheila. Go fuck yourself with a cactus dildo. And by the way, I've read about similar threats made regarding Reddit posts. The judge literally laughed the suit out of court and dismissed it because there isn't nearly enough info provided. What do we know about you, specifically? Your name is Sheila, you live in California, and you're a raging bitch. Wow. I guess that means you're 100% doxed and we all know exactly who you are and even your exact address. Oh wait. We don't. Enjoy alienating the rest of your family, Aunt Sheila. One day you'll be pining away alone in a nursing home wondering why your crotch goblins never visit. Yay justice. I hope your aunt reads this, and if she does, fuck you, Sheila. You're an entitled asswipe who spits on family generosity and your kid is a spoilt little shit. Have a great life knowing your ridiculous behavior is immortalized online for people to discuss as an example of how not to act. I read a couple of the comments and I agree. Normally you just do not get a sequel to a entitled parent story, but the fact that we did proves 1 or 2 things. Op is a very creative storyteller and Aunt Sheila is guilty. I'm inclined to believe this story is genuine. Also, good luck with your terrible aunt and I guess it's safe to say most of us got your back. And you did a good job just entertaining a lot of people for a few minutes, or I guess her crazy birthday behavior did. Aunt Sheila, if you read this, get checked on EPS.